In the quaint village of Providence, nestled between rolling hills and fertile fields, there lived a humble woman named Abigail. She was known throughout the community for her generous spirit and culinary talents. Abigail's small cottage always emanated the inviting aroma of freshly baked bread and savory stews. Abigail's love for cooking was not just a passion, it was an expression of her Christian faith. She believed that every meal she prepared was an opportunity to share God's love with others. Inspired by the biblical stories of hospitality and the miracles of abundance, Abigail opened her home to neighbors, strangers, and those in need. One day, a weary traveler named Elijah arrived in Providence. Hungry and exhausted, he stumbled upon Abigail's cottage. Recognizing the signs of distress, Abigail welcomed him with open arms. She prepared a simple but nourishing meal, sharing the little she had with a heart full of generosity. As Elijah enjoyed the warmth of Abigail's hospitality, he shared stories of his journey and the challenges he faced. Abigail listened with empathy, offering words of encouragement and reminding him of God's providence. The two broke bread together, and in that simple act of sharing a meal, a bond formed between them. News of Abigail's compassionate cooking spread throughout the village. Soon, people from all walks of life gathered at her table, not just for the delicious food but also for the love and kindness that accompanied every meal. Abigail's kitchen became a place of solace, where the weary found rest, the lonely found companionship, and the hungry found sustenance. Abigail's culinary ministry extended beyond her cottage. She organized community feasts, where everyone contributed what they could, creating a communal atmosphere of sharing and gratitude. The gatherings echoed the biblical stories of Jesus feeding the multitude with a few loaves and fishes, emphasizing the miraculous power of abundance when rooted in faith and generosity.
The story. In the time of Jesus, a large crowd had gathered near the shores of the Sea of Galilee, eager to hear Jesus' teachings and witness his miraculous deeds. As the day wore on, the sun dipped lower in the sky, and the disciples grew concerned about the growing hunger of the multitude. Among the crowd was a young boy named Benjamin, who had brought with him a small lunch consisting of 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Hearing the disciples discussing the need for food, the boy approached Andrew, one of Jesus' disciples, and offered his meager provisions. Andrew, initially puzzled by the seemingly inadequate offering, took the boy to Jesus. The boy shyly presented his small basket to Jesus, who, with a warm smile, accepted the humble gift. Sensing the opportunity to teach a profound lesson about God's abundance, Jesus blessed the loaves and fish and then directed his disciples to distribute the food among the people. Miraculously, as the disciples began to share the meager contents of the boy's basket, the food multiplied in their hands. The 5 loaves and 2 fish were more than enough to feed the entire crowd of 5,000 men, not counting women and children. Everyone ate until they were satisfied, and even after everyone had their fill, there were 12 baskets of leftovers, symbolizing God's overflowing abundance. The crowd marveled at the miraculous provision. Recognizing that something extraordinary had taken place in their midst, Jesus used this event not only to satisfy physical hunger but also to teach a spiritual lesson about God's infinite love, generosity, and ability to provide for his people. As news of this miraculous feeding spread, it became a symbol of Jesus' divine power and compassion. The story of Jesus feeding the 5,000 served as a reminder that God's abundance is not limited by the constraints of the material world and that faith in him can lead to miraculous transformations, both in the physical and spiritual realms. The people who witnessed this event were inspired to trust in Jesus as the provider of their needs, both temporal and eternal.
As the aroma of Abigail's dishes continued to waft through Providence, the village transformed into a community bound together by love, compassion, and shared meals. Abigail's humble kitchen became a symbol of Christian fellowship, reminding the villagers of the importance of breaking bread together in unity. Abigail's legacy lived on, not just in the recipes she shared, but in the countless lives she touched through her Christian hospitality. Providence became a heaven of love and warmth, where the simple act of sharing food became a powerful expression of Christian values, creating a tapestry of faith and community that would endure for generations to come.
Contribute to the needs of the saints and seek to show hospitality. Rome 12:13.